Hello, Daniel. Oh, yay. Finally. Wait, I'll be right back. Hello. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, Maruska. How are you guys? Hello. Yes, as soon as September 21st started, life has been going better. I'm glad. Yeah. Virgo season has been challenging. Look, guys, to show you that, that I hope these are the last pills I have to consume. I hope these are the finals because I'm done. I'm done. My stomach is done, but well. Hey, Chicholino. Yeah. Yeah, for me, every time like the season changes, it's like I get happy. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel happy. Mm. If you mean being airhead, then yes. I made so many mistakes at work today because my head wasn't working right. Mm. Also, like today live stream also is going to be very, very brief, guys, because also I don't know if it's the pills that I was taking that it, I don't know, maybe it has some like muscle relaxation. I feel a bit sleepy. I'm a bit sleepy. Um, I believe it's because of that pill. Um, Applying for a new job. Oh, congrats. Congrats. Uh, yeah, a lot of people are changing jobs this season, I noticed. I'm getting a lot of I'm getting a lot of readings, personal readings from people about career, changing jobs, starting new jobs, in different positions. So yeah, like at least, like career-wise, it seems that things are moving. People are leaving jobs, finding new ones, so maybe in the love department it's not so happy vibes or some, but career-wise it seems like there's some movement. Some people need change in their work environment. So, yeah, talking about Libra men, next Saturday is all going to be dedicated to the Libra idols. Of course, I'm going to make a post so you can guys recommend your fave. But yeah, it's all going to be for Libra people. Their season has just started, so yes, it's all going to be beauty and love and just being diplomats. That's the vibe. In my case, I'm happy because I have my midheaven in Libra. So when it comes to how I'm in a public like exposure, I've been seen more like a Libra. So yeah, it is all about balance, beauty, being respectful, being following certain protocols, and getting along. Libra season is also about compromising, getting along. So yeah, no ugly feelings here. Yeah, all beauty and talent. That's all we need. We just want to be entertained. We want to see beautiful things. Yeah, we don't care about drama. Drama has gone. Like now it's all balanced. It's all beauty. It's all perfect. We are perfect. So I don't compromise. No, get along. Yeah, yeah. Usually people that are Libras, they don't have that. They try their whole lives to attempt that balance. Yeah, it's their. It is. But usually they seem, from the few Libra females that I met, some of them do really look out of balance. Really look like you're like, wow, you're a Libra, really? Because they really, like, especially when they are very young, and they are so like obsessed with relationships. They are like, there's something about them being like, okay, when when I am in a relationship, or when I get the attention of the person that I like, then I'm going to be nicer, or then I'm going to be better, or then I'm going to be happy. And it's like, you can just be happy now, not just when you meet your Prince Charming. But no, they definitely, if they're single, they really, they are not, they don't feel accomplished, they don't feel full. I have a Sun and Mars in Libra, so whenever the season kicks out, there always a lot of movement. I saw career movements. Sagittarius stellium. Yeah, so probably it's the Sagittarius stellium then. Yeah. The Sagittarius stellium is like coming forward. It's like that energy that is like, I demand to be respected. I'm not from a very young age. I got in so much unwanted attention, but at least I can pick. That's important. Yeah, that's one of the things that I always also I notice from Libra women, that they do get a lot of unwanted attention, and there's something about also the female around them failing them at the same time, because it's like, for me, whenever I meet like a young Libra, a young female that is a Libra, I always try to not advise them, but I try to be like, like the older sister, like being like, you can say no. If you don't like this person, you can say no. If you are feeling like uncomfortable around this person and you don't want to and you don't know, come with me. I'm going to help you. Like, you are not alone. Like, it's not about protecting them, but it's like, if other females have sort of like, criticize you and ignore you, or just been like, oh yeah, it's her own problem. Like, I always get very like protective over young Libra female, because they tend to get a lot of unwanted attention, and most of the time they are very alone. That's why they get taken advantage of, because they are very alone. They are usually very like isolated from other women. It's like, oh, you must be doing something to get that unwanted attention. So, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We have to protect the Venusian women. Like, of course, they will always shine bright when it comes to their beauty and how harmonious they are. But at the same time, we have to protect them and let them decide if they want their attention or not. Give them the possibility to be selective and to feel safe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Problem with Libra is that it's all about others. So for young people, it can be problematic. A lot of anger too, I think. All my friends are Scorpio, and I'm the problem everywhere. I think you just can't reach Sagittarius, unfortunately. Yeah. But we are not toxic friends at all. I can't stand anything, let alone something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, I have a lot of different, because I did ask, for people to, just send me the request, their ideas, I definitely needed an older sister, but life made me the older sister of a Sagittarius boy. So definitely there's a lot of options. There's a lot of recommendations, like themes that people had sent me, like about romantic tarot reading. I did choose some, but I don't have much. Like, you guys will have to, if you want to, you can tell me like, who should I read this style of reading about who, because I have a lot of interesting themes for the readings. I'm going to do like a mix and match. Today is not going to be dedicated to some specific, like you can just tell me some names and I will read for them. But there are some things that are very interesting when it comes to love readings. The one that I'm going to take out to do next Wednesday, and this I'm going to take out to do a whole live stream for this, is going to be, because there was someone that they were like, okay, I would like to see a series of how do they flirt for females, for female groups. And this person gave me like 3 groups, like Espa, Le Seraphim, and Twice. So to do, for me, it's like, okay, this is great. We can do for these 3 groups, but to dedicate a whole live stream for them. So I'm going to do how do they flirt for females. It would be like a female version for these groups. And if because twice there's a lot of members, but if there's room for one more group, I could add some other people in here, but let's see, because there's a lot of members. With Espa, I believe we have 4. Le Seraphim, we have 5. And Twice, I don't, how many are in Twice? 9? So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, next Wednesday I'm going to do this. And this person, the people that recommended, there's this theme that it says, what shadows do they project on their significant other when in a relationship, when they are in a relationship? Then the other one that, I believe the other one is very similar to the one that I did, that is what they find attractive, is like what types of personality attract them when they are looking for a significant other or when they fall in love. Then this is very interesting that it says, how do their exes remember them? And this is not, you know, they also like, were like, okay, we're not implying like you have, if this idol has exes or not. But, you know, it's like a theme, you know. How do their exes remember them? And then this is very cute that it says, what makes them irresistible or lovable? This is cute. This one I liked. What makes them irresistible or lovable? I love this. Then another one is, what is their love language? This is cool also. This one is, what lessons have they learned in love? Another one is, what are their values in relationship? This is also very interesting. What kind of life do they want to live in their future with their significant other? And then the last one is, do they want to get married? And for this, that it says, do they want to get married? She named a few idols. She was like, for this question of do they want to get married, she named Sunoo, Tzuyu of Twice, and Jeongyeon of NCT. The shadow question. Yeah, also. Venus is in Scorpio, so we have to embrace the deepness at some point. Yes. So, I mean, we can start with the future life also. Okay, we can start with the shadows. What shadows do they project on their significant other? The irresistible question is so cute. Yeah. And in this, I have to change. I'm going to select the first one because she gave me this question, but she also named a few people that she would like me to read on. So I'm going to do this since she named a few. She was like, you can pick whichever you want, but she named Banchan, Lino, Hyunjin, San, Hueningkai, and Jungkook. And given that it's Libra season and Banchan is the first one, I'm going to pick Banchan to start this. Then you guys can drop other names for this. But I'm going to start with Banchan, the Libra, that probably I'm going to read. So yeah, he's also going to be included in the Libra season, of course. But to sort of retribute to the person that submitted the question, the idea, I'm going to pick one of her picks. I'm being redundant with my English today. Sorry, guys. It's the pills. I don't know if it's the pill that I'm taking, that my brain is not working. Okay, what shadow do they project on their significant other? So yeah, since it's Libra season, it's all about love and the other. Um, the exes too. Okay, then I'm going to do the exes then. I'm going to start with Banchan. Then, do you want to add Hueningkai, Fluffy, for this one? Let me know. Okay. For what shadow do they project on their significant other? Let's start with Banchan. Okay. This is a very Libra card. Just starting. For Banchan, what shadow does he project on his significant other? We start with the Two of Swords, indecision. This is the most Libra card ever. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity. And Six of Swords, transition. So yeah, definitely, it's very clear. What does he project on his significant other is his own indecision and his own insecurities. Probably he's someone that he's like, oh, we didn't advance as a couple, or we didn't achieve this because you made me doubt myself. Like, you confused me, or you just like we had to make a decision, and because you didn't decide, I had to decide, and I didn't want to decide. So I definitely think that he would project. And also with the Six of Swords, there's something about like, okay, we couldn't advance in this connection. I can sort of see him like sort of you know projecting this shadow self, especially when the relationship is not advancing or when they are over. There's something about him being like, we couldn't advance, or we couldn't get serious, or we couldn't go to the next level as a relationship, as as a couple, because you made me feel indecisive. Like there was something about like me not knowing if you wanted this with me, or not knowing if you were happy with me. There's something about him being like, you sort of clouded my judgment, and I wasn't able to see the future for us, or the opportunity to grow and advance with you. There's something about him, probably having a problem with the Six of Swords. Is all about transition. It's all about like moving on, advancing. And he probably gets to a level in a connection where he feels stuck, where the relationship probably gets stuck, either because it gets boring, it gets routinary, or they just they get very tired of each other, or there's a lot of routine. So the relationship sort of forces them to, like, you have to make a move, like you have to change, you have to advance, you have to introduce change in order to have a future with this person. And he's like, oh, I had the intention to move on, I had the intention to keep like investing in this connection, but I thought that this person didn't want the same with me. So I feel like, he definitely is someone that he's very indecisive, and probably the future, or thinking about the future of a relationship in this period in his life, he's like, I wish I could see beyond. I wish I could be like super motivated and be like, yeah, we should keep advancing together. But probably there's something about him not like having fun with someone, or just, getting to know someone and being like, I really like the present that we have, or the now, or what we have now. But when it comes to advancing and moving and changing, I have no idea if I can give you that. So I think that this is what definitely the shadow is, the indecision. Is like, there's a lot of cloudiness in here. There's a lot of, and the opportunity is like definitely the connection that he has the potential of being stable, because we have the Ace of Pentacles in the middle. So the opportunity is always there to keep advancing. But he probably he feels like, that the other person is the indecisive one, but maybe both of them are, and he's projecting both of them are. Mm. 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 Yeah. So for the next one, about the shadow projection, is it Hueningkai, the next one? Yes, right? Hueningkai? Mm. Okay. Let's go for him. Okay, Hueningkai. What is the shadow that he projects on their significant other? Okay, he got two reversals. We start with the Four of Cups, contemplation. We have the King of Swords in reverse, intellect. And we have the Magician in reverse, creation. So, yeah, I think that for Hueningkai, there's something about Hueningkai thinking that he's not smart enough, that he's not intelligent enough, because he got the King of Swords in reverse. So there's something about him feeling, and also with the Magician in reverse, that also is very mercurial. I think that he feels that he's not intellectual enough, or he's not intelligent enough in connections. So probably there's something about him maybe projecting on his partner and sort of being like, oh yeah, you are not the intelligent one. You are not seeing, things correctly. Like, it's not that I feel dumb. You are dumb. But it's not about intelligence. I think that it's about having this a strong personality of, the King of Swords is someone that is very outspoken. It's someone that yeah, it can be cold, but it's someone that speaks his truth. It's someone that is very straightforward. And him having this in reverse, I think that there's something about him not being able to communicate very well and being assertive in relationships. He probably doesn't say that much. Doesn't do that much, even though the potential is there, because we start with the Four of Cups, contemplation. And you know that in the typical Rider Waite, the Four of Cups, it's the apathy card. So probably there's something about him in relationships. He probably has a lot of feelings, or he feels a lot, but he just is left there contemplating things from a distance, or just feeling distant. and not taking charge, not doing much for the connection. The Four of Cups, I believe that it's about him probably like knowing that the connection is good, or that he is in this connection because he had decided at some point that he wanted to be here. But at the same time, there's this level of like, I don't take the blame. I prefer to accuse the other person of being reckless or not thinking before they talk, or whatever they say or communicate. I see it like a manipulation. I feel like the other person is trying to manipulate me. I feel helpless. I feel like a victim. Probably he also could accuse his potential partner of like, oh, you said this to me and you were very disrespectful, or you didn't, you're trying to twist my words. Like the King of Swords in reverse, it gives me like, whatever you say is wrong. Like I already know that is wrong. But I also think that when we start with the card of the contemplation, I think that's if you're in a relationship with someone that is all the time contemplating, of course that you're going to get reactive and you're going to be like, okay, what is going on? Why aren't you talking to me? Like, what is going on? What do you want of this connection? What do you want of me? So I think that probably there's something about this person seeing that he's very silent, especially in very key moments of the connection, and deciding to speak up, or deciding to have very strong and important conversations that he's not ready to accept, instead of him being like, yeah, maybe this person is right. Maybe they're calling me out on certain things that I don't know why I get that he evades himself in a connection. He's not truly present. It's like he's with you, but at the same time, he seems like he's bored of being with you, just very disconnected. Very disconnected. So yeah, I think that there's something with the Magician also in reverse. It's like, you do this, you always try to manipulate everything about this connection. And actually him with this Four of Cups, he could be the manipulator himself. Because with this inaction, with the contemplation, it's like, yeah, I see it all, I know it all about you, about us, about our connection, but I don't do anything about it. I just let it fall. So when the other person gets fed up and it's like, we have to do something, we have to talk, we have to fix this or end this, he sort of sees it like, oh, you're offending me. Why are you being like this? You are disrespecting me. And it's like, no, you need to have this conversation. Yeah, probably the person can get a bit agitated, probably can get a bit aggressive verbally. But I think that the Magician in reverse, it gives me that this is when you start like sort of crawling and you start trying to find ways to get out of this, to get out of this apathy. Because maybe for him, he lives in denial, like the connection is great, like there's nothing wrong, like you're crazy, you're seeing things where there's no things, and the person is like, I'm not stupid, like I said at the beginning, don't treat me like a fool, I know what I'm seeing. Don't treat me like I'm crazy. I know what I'm seeing. I'm saying this because I know I'm seeing what is happening to our connection. So don't deny it. Don't deny it. Fire signs love to blame the others. Also people with strong fire placements. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like he's in denial and he doesn't do anything, but he knows that he has to do something, or he knows that probably the connection is not doing their best, but he's just there, observing the chaos. Yeah, yeah, so annoying. Do you have, guys, another one that you want me to read for in this section, for this theme, or you want me to move on to the next? Tell me if you have another pick, guys. Sun, okay. Subin, okay. Then for the next, guys, for the next question, you can change it. If I mean, you can repeat it if you want to ask for the same people. Okay. Okay, for Sun. 80 Sun. Okay, for 80s. I see the manipulation. He's such a Cancer man. He's such a Cancer man. We have the Queen of Cups, sensitivity. We have the Page of Cups, play. And we have the Fool, take the leap. He's such a mastermind of manipulation. He is like definitely like what he projects definitely is his emotionality. He's such an emotional man. He's such an emotional but this emotional man that also can turn into a drama queen, because we have the Queen of Cups in here. So there's something about him like, yeah, like I take care of you, I give you all my love, like I'm there for you, but at the same time I also manipulate you. I also let you know that you know that I also make you feel guilty for the love that I give you. You know, with the Page of Cups, it's like, yeah, you know, now I give you, now I don't give you. You know, it's like the mother archetype. He definitely, and there's something about him, you know, literally with the Page of Cups, he says play. So he can play a bit with his significant other feelings. Honestly, he can play a bit. He can be like, no, I didn't say that. No, like you got it wrong. Or like, I'm not offended. You are offended. Like, I think that the shadow projection, it was created by someone like Sam. I think that when we think about the shadow projection, I think that Sun is like, I'm not that sensitive, actually. You are the sensitive one. I'm not the sensitive one. I'm not sensitive. I don't have feelings. I don't, and it's full of feelings. It's full of feelings. But also with the Fool that it says take the leap. There's something about Sun being mischievous, and also with the Fool, he's like, I wonder if I can make this happen. I wonder if I can manipulate you emotionally and you will let me do it. I wonder if I can do it. I think that he's always testing his partners. He's always like, I wonder if you will fall for this. Because the Fool, it gives me like, I want to try. It's very Mercurial. Like, I want to insert this playful idea of like, yeah, now you see me, now you have my love, now you don't have it. Now you're forgiven, now I'm not forgiving you. So yeah, and also with the Fool, there's something about him just having this this very playful, childish kind of mentality of like, can we start over? Like, if I offended you, or if you felt like I played with your feelings, like, can you forgive me and can we start all over? You know, the Fool is like, can we start all over? Like, I was being reckless, you were being reckless as well, you know, because there's something about him being like, You started it. I didn't start it. You are the sensitive one. I'm not sensitive. You are. So it's it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. He's so funny. But he always plays with the idea, he always plays with the idea. He's very observant, he's very intelligent. He's like, I wonder if this person could get like confused by me. I wonder if they, because I think that he's so sensitive, he's so, like he's drowning in his own emotions. But there's something about him detaching himself from this and him thinking that he's not, with the fool, there's a lot of independency, there's a lot of detachment. It's like, I am not the sensitive one. I'm not. So probably when he has these very emotional confrontations and he gets emotional from his partner, there's something about him accusing the other person of being like, you are being too exaggerated. You are like, and I think that he does this because it's easier to see it in other person than to admit that he is sensitive himself. It's that he prefers to be like, oh, my partner is so emotional. I don't know how to control them. I don't know what to tell them. They always end up crying. For me, it's all fun and games. But actually, he needs this emotionality. He needs this drama in the connection where one of them will end up crying. Like he loves it. He loves the tumultuous emotions. He just loves it. But I think that he's so good at it that he detaches himself. He's like, oh no, it was you. You started it. I was feeling fine. I was feeling fine. But yeah, the can we start all over is always going to happen. Yeah, he's childish. He is childish. He's so childish. Don't buy the sexy guy with the tight outfits and showing the abs and the sexy moves. He's such a child. He's such a child. Like, but yeah, his shadow self is not actually that shadow. It's not, because we have very emotional cards. So he's very attached to his mother. He is his mother, because he got the Queen of Cups. So he probably is his mother. Like he probably saw his mother play these emotional games in the family before. His mother or his grandmother. So he comes from a feminine line of very manipulative women. So this is why he does this. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. he got he's like a high priestess himself. It's just that for him it's like, okay, enough. Maybe it's his moon in Gemini that is like, okay, enough with the deepness and the tears and like, I will make you cry, or you will cry for me and I will cry for you and we will cry together. Like, enough of that. And just let's get funny. Let's get funny. Let's jump around. Nothing happened here. We're all happy. That's the fool. That's the fool in him. It's like, I'm not really that emotional. Like, enough. mm. Yeah, definitely. Woyan also with his Mars in Capricorn will be like, no. Okay, do I move on to the next question, guys? To the next theme? Mm. Okay. Okay. The second one, I don't know if we can do it. It says, what traces of personality attract them when they are looking for a significant other? This is very much this is very much like the readings that I did for what define attractive. We can move on to the how do their exes remember them. Should we do that one? How do their exes remember them? Okay. I'm going to choose Lino for myself of here. Give me some names, guys. Jay, okay. Momo. Hyunjin. Sunoo. Yeah, with that baby face. Hichu. Okay, guys. We're done with this question. Then we will add more to the other one. Okay, I'm going to start. With actual exes, not future. Yeah, but maybe, maybe they don't have exes yet, but they could in the future. So let's see what the tarot picks on this, on their energy. I want tea, not peace. Okay, let's start with Lino. Okay, we have the Age of Swords. Perceptive in reverse. Perceptive in reverse. Ace of Swords, new ideas. And Page of Pentacles, practicality. It's very interesting because this Page of Swords came in reverse. So there's something about this person being like, he's not that perceptive. He's not that perceptive. Even when I tell him, I need this from you, and we are talking about the Scorpio man, but there's something about probably an ex being like, he's not that perceptive. He actually is not. He doesn't pay, he didn't pay attention. This is something that an ex would say. So, of course, it's tied to their own perception. This is why we're going to be like, oh, what they are seeing is who he is. But, yeah, it's like, I expected more of him, or I expected him to be much more thoughtful or observant about my needs, or what I said to him, he didn't remember what I asked of him. He didn't. There's something about being like, he wasn't that perceptive of my needs. And not so much needs, because the Page of Swords, he gives me like, you don't remember what I said. Like, I told you something, I gave you information, or I said something meaningful or important to me, and you didn't remember it when I asked you. Like, I asked you this, and then you didn't respond back. So it's like that person felt it like definitely like something that is not cool. That actually he's like, okay, you were ignoring my needs, or you were ignoring what I was saying. But yeah, then, with the Ace of Swords, then we have new ideas. So I think that even though the person can be upset at, him not being that, I think it's about being thoughtful, when you are like, oh, I remember that you like this, so I did this for you. But also we have the Ace of Swords. So there's something about, yeah, actually he was very good at introducing new ideas for the relationship. Even though he, maybe at some point it seemed like he wasn't paying attention or listening to me, like he was absent. But probably, seeing all these aces in here, there's something about this potential ex being someone that is very much fixated on communication. We have two cards of ace. So there's something about like, okay, if you don't text me back when I want to, I'm going to get offended. Or if you don't send me a text at this hour that I asked you, I'm going to get offended. There's something about communication in here. I don't think that this person is like, oh, you hurt my heart because my emotional needs weren't met. No, I don't see emotions here. I think that is more about the consistency or frequency of communication. Like, oh, I wanted you to call me and you didn't call me. But again, the Ace of Swords in the middle is like new ideas. So probably, Lino at some point, yeah, he maybe wasn't that perceptive about when this person wanted the communication out of him. But with the Ace of Swords, he was sort of very good at initiating like new ideas, like, okay, like, let's do this, let's communicate in this format, let's do this differently, like, oh, I have an idea, we can do this, we can use this device, or we can use this app, very intelligent, very intelligent. But yeah, it's all about like sort of making up for a past error or a past miscommunication. So with new ideas, definitely the person is like, actually, like, he was really good at fixing things or starting over. He would take the initiative to sort of start talking again or restarting the conversation. He would be really good at knowing how to fix things at the end, especially with communication. But yeah, again, with the Page of Pentacles, again, practicality. Yeah, it feels like the connection wasn't very emotional. I mean, this person is more about like, also with the card of the Page of Pentacles, it gives me like communication and material things are very important to me. So it's like, he was sort of cute because he gave me a present. He bought me something that I needed practically. There's something with the Page of Pentacles also being a bit inexperienced and probably, the kind of person that doesn't know what to give you or what gift to make to you, but it's like I'm thinking from a practical sense. So I try to give you or do for you something that I think that is going to be very useful for you. Also the Page of Pentacles, it gives me someone that is not like thinking about the emotional or sentimental value of something when I give it to you. It's more like I want to give you something of use. Or I want to do something for you practical, that yeah, this is my love language. I buy you something or I give you something to use. But yeah, very, and also with the Page of Pentacles is someone very young. So if this is an ex, it's maybe an ex from high school, I would say, because it seems like, the Page of Pentacles is someone that doesn't even have their own money yet. You know, probably someone that saved money, or you know, it's like an allowance or something like that, and he was like, okay, I saved this to buy your favorite chocolate and I gave it to you because I know that you like it. So it's not like those romantic grand gestures, but yeah, I do see this person being a bit resentful, like actually he wasn't that, you know, I see him being very clumsy, so it sort of makes sense if he was very young when this happened, and the other person too, because they would get offended because of a text that wouldn't be responded. So yeah. Yeah, it seems very very childlike, very like not the proper relationship, more like a high school romance, something like that. Okay, I'm going to continue with J. So that tells me he never had any serious relationship since then. Yeah, probably not a real ex. Probably this one that he got was the real ex. If he has some other experiences, maybe it wasn't like a proper connection, but this one was. Okay, for J. Okay, how do their exes remember them? We have the two of wands in reverse, planning in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles, hard work in reverse. And we have the Death card, let it go. Oh my god. Okay, for Jay is very easy. It's like it's like he didn't put a lot of work in the connection, honestly. I feel very lazy vibes. Like, you know, the two of wands in reverse is like, you know, we didn't plan enough. Like, he probably was the typical ex or the typical boyfriend that he was like, yeah, let's just go with the flow. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything planned. Like, when you ask him about the future together, he's like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, like, yeah, let's see. I will let you know. Yeah, and also with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, hard work. There's something about, yeah, this ex probably being like, yeah, he didn't put much effort actually in the connection. Like, and this is something that bothered me a lot, that he didn't seem like very interested in building something with me. You know, he actually didn't put much work. He didn't like came up with ideas or something. Like, he was just very aloof, I would say. Very aloof. Just like, if this is like a recent ex, this person is like, he was so lazy. And also, when I think about the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it has to do with, you know, with putting the effort, and also probably him being like, you know, I don't know if this is going to work. Probably this, for me, it sounds like a long distance relationship. You know, when you are sort of, you know, talking with someone, or you meet them every once in a while, and him being, you know, just not being there physically, you know, because I don't see physical connection nor anything, not even emotional. So maybe this is something like, okay, you know, we live very far away from each other, we hardly see each other. I don't know, you know, I cannot talk about the future with you because I don't even know what my future is going to be like. So yeah, I think that this is the kind of connections that slowly dies down, and this is why we have the death card. This sort of it was something mutual that both of them decided to let go of, because probably like it didn't have the potential of being stable, because maybe both of them just weren't in the same in the same life experience. One of them was traveling, the other one was working on something else, so it wasn't like that compatible. So definitely, yeah, this ended because it didn't have stability. It wasn't. No physical connection for a Taurus. For sure, the guy wasn't very interested. Yeah, probably he needs to have the person close. And I don't know why he gave me long distance vibe. Yeah, he needs to see. I don't know why I want to say smell, but yeah, it's a very Taurus thing. He needs to see, touch, and smell his person. And so if he doesn't have them, like, yeah, he can actually like really like admire you and everything, but it's like I cannot promise you a future if we are not in the same place physically. Like, I cannot. Okay, let's start with Momo. Twice Momo, X. Momo. For Momo, we have the Nine of Pentacles, abundance, justice, balance. And we have the Chariot in reverse, momentum. So definitely, yeah, very positive for Momo. I think that probably her ex definitely sees her like a goddess, definitely, because we have the Nine of Pentacles, that the keyword here is abundance. But for me, when I think about the Nine of Pentacles, it definitely reminds me of someone that is so talented, that is so beautiful, that like is the ace, the person that, besides of her just being this idol or this artist, there's something probably about her just being a really good companion or a really good partner. So with the Nine of Pentacles, it gives me that whenever she's around, it's like she makes your life so abundant. It's like everything is available. I don't know if Momo can cook, if she knows how to cook, or if she knows how to decorate a room, or if she has these gestures that it gives me very beautiful vibes. Whenever she comes over, she does something beautiful for you, or she helps you in any way. So I sort of see her like just entering the room and just being this goddess, this beautiful woman. And also with the justice, her just being this very balanced. This reminds me of her moon in Libra, just being the perfect lover, just being emotionally, being someone that probably if she has problems of her own, or if she notices that you have like professional problems, or if you have some bad day at work, she is someone that brings balance into the room. It's like, in here, when you are with me, concentrate on me. Concentrate, like, I'm giving you luck. There's something about her just giving luck to her exes. There's something about like when she enters your life, suddenly everything that you want becomes a reality. And like you always get good news when she's around. Or she probably is the one that sort of like motivates you to see the brighter side of life. It's like she doesn't allow any kind of negative thinking nor pain. No, for her it's all about justice. It's like she if she has to give you an advice, she's like, you wait and see, you wait and see, you will get what you deserve. She has such a power in her words. When she tells you that something is going to come true, it probably is going to come true, because I don't know, she has this vibe, this siren vibe. I don't know how to tell it, but definitely seeing the Nine of Pentacles, and the keyword is abundance. I'm like, this woman, and probably she is very, like, I don't know if Momo is rich, but I don't know why in here I think that she doesn't, like, she not just like gives you like stability as a partner, but probably if she has money, she probably shares it with her her special someone, with her significant other. I can see with the like, she is probably the type of partner that, because the Nine of Pentacles, it gives me independent woman, so I can sort of see her just paying for dinner or paying for things for herself, and being like, okay, yeah, you invited me, you are the man in the relationship, I know that, like, probably being like, yeah, it's a custom that you have to pay because you are like the man, but I want to pay, I want to buy this for you, or if you pay this, okay, I'm going to pay the next thing then. Let's keep it balanced. You know, this is why she has the justice in the middle, because it's like, I want a fair relationship. I don't want to that all the weight goes on me or all the weight goes on you. So yeah, very, very beautiful, very balanced. But yeah, with the Chariot in reverse, definitely, I think that probably if there's something that this person could be like, this is something that I regret about her, is the Chariot in reverse is like, we couldn't advance. We couldn't advance. We had a perfect relationship. You were perfect. Nevertheless, we couldn't advance. We couldn't get to the next level. So there's this regret. There's this. The Chariot is also a very Cancer card. It's a Cancer card. So, you know, in reverse is like, we could have had our own family. You know, we could have advanced to a new level. But you were perfect, but we couldn't advance. I think that this is what this person regrets the most. That is like, I cannot hate you because everything about you as a partner was perfect. Nevertheless, we couldn't advance. So you know, it leaves a very strange feeling of like, I don't have anything to say bad about you. You know, when you have that perfect partner and you're like, if I think about you and everything that you did for me, you were the perfect person. But nevertheless, we couldn't advance. So there's something about maybe this person blaming, this ex blaming her for not being able to advance. It's like, we could have advanced, but you said no. Dania offering herself. It's like she's everything, you know, probably what they resent of her is that everything was perfect, but one day the relationship stopped working. You have to think about the Chariot, like you are in the Chariot, you're advancing, all of a sudden someone pulled the brake and you got stuck. And you got stuck in there, in the mud, and you cannot advance. So you feel it like an emotional betrayal, like you presented yourself as this balanced, prosperous energy in my life. But all of a sudden our relationship stopped. And I was left with, I didn't see it coming. You know, I didn't see it coming. Yeah, everything was perfect. Like everything, like, because I think that also with the Justice, you know, like I mentioned, I get the vibe that she's the type of, maybe she's, I don't want to say like she doesn't express herself that much, but there's something about her just being perfect in her communication. You know, she doesn't say one word out of place. She doesn't allow any negative talking. She's just neutral, you know, she's just in harmony. So maybe, yeah, there was something that was bothering her, maybe there was something, and she just, you know, she didn't say it. But one day she stopped the chariot. She was like, I'm not going to keep advancing in this. And the person was like, what happened? mm, mm. Very silent, very perfect. And it's like, one day she was gone, and you were like, oh my, what happened? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Let's continue with Sunoo. No, not Sunoo, sorry. Hyunjae of the boys. Three major arcanas for Hyunjae. Okay, for Hyunjae, we start with the High Priestess in reverse. Intuition in reverse. The Tower in the middle. And the Strength card in reverse. Compassion in reverse. Yeah, definitely this ex doesn't have much a good experience about him. Yeah, with the High Priestess in reverse, definitely it's, I don't know why, it gives me, I think I said this about Hyunjae a lot of times, but the man is so gossipy. He's so gossipy. And there's something about his ex probably being like, you know, I wish you could have been more intuitive and know that there are certain things about a relationship that you should have kept. Like, you shouldn't go asking for others, like, relationship advices. You can just go and talk to me. You know, and probably this person also gives me very sensitive vibes. You know, we start with the High Priestess, so I wouldn't be surprised this person is like a Pisces, you know, like a Cancer woman, you know, someone that is very, this is why she got the main, and I say she, I don't know, guys, what you think about Hyunjae, but I see a she. It gives me very emotional, demanding, and it's like, I want you to sort of read me and understand what I'm going through and support me. And I definitely think that here with the Tower in reverse, there's something about this person going through some challenges and probably having a lot of chaos in their lives when they work with Hyunjae, you know, losing a job, losing their houses, losing someone, you know, with the Tower, definitely it shows that this person wasn't going through something, you know, she was going through something very heavy. Like, it seemed, you know, like, you know, when you're going through something very, very hurtful, very painful, very traumatic, and it seems like everything happens all at once. I think that this person was like, you know, I went through all this while we were together, and I didn't feel like you supported me or that you understood how much this meant to me. Also, the Strength in reverse, you know, we have the Compassion card in reverse. So there's something about, like, you know, you didn't understand me. you didn't understand why I would lash out at you. You know, also the strength card in reverse, it gives me someone that probably would get very nervous, just very reactive, very, I don't want to say violent, but you know, someone that probably is going through a lot, and maybe, you know, when they have an argument with him, like everything would pile up. You know, it's not just about them and their connection, it's mostly about this person's chaotic state, and it's like she would lash out at him. And I think that for her it was like, no, I wasn't aggressive. I behaved like this because you didn't understand me. You know, there's something about this person probably having some anger issues, or just, you know, some problems. You know, maybe mentally she wasn't that stable, and she would lash out at him, and she would ask for, you know, comprehension, or she would ask for compassion after she acted so aggressively. And you know, definitely with the tower in the middle, is like you know, the relationship, it seemed like probably they broke up also when she was going through all of this. So it's like it's the accumulation of a lot of bad news for this woman. So you know, with the strength card in reverse, it's like, you know, you weren't there for me, you didn't understand me, I was going through a rough time, and you left me, and like, you know, everything is his fault. But yeah, I think that definitely this person just wasn't very stable in that moment. And she probably wanted him to forgive her. Like, I think that this person would get a bit aggressive, and she would just like, you know, release all that anger, all those strong emotions to him. And because he wouldn't give her the possibility, you know, he would be like, okay, that's enough. Like, you know, we need distance. Like, I cannot, you know, you cannot be like this all the time. And there's something also with desperation. I don't know why I get this feeling, but I think that the tower sort of reminds me that the relationship wasn't going through the best time. So she knew that they were going to break up at some point. She knew it because the things weren't going very well. But I think that she was like, I don't know if she was trying to sort of make him stay because, oh, I'm having such a hard time, my life is a mess, the only thing that I have is you, you know, and it's too much. It's too much to sustain something that actually, it's like she was asking for him to be compassionate when she wasn't even compassionate to herself. You know, there's a lot of anger here. Oh, a lot of anger. And she was trying to hold on so tight to him that he was like, no. Yeah, I see her very chaotic, honestly. Like, I don't see him. I see her that she was very, very, like, I don't want to say crazy because I don't like when people call the exes crazy, but I can sense instability in her, and I think that she was, you know, when everything happens and you're like, oh, well, at least I have my relationship, but your relationship wasn't going very well at that. It's like you cannot sustain something that is not worth it. If it's not stable from the get-go, he probably attracts this kind of person as well. Like the unstable ones. Okay, now yes, for Sunoo of Hueningkai. Okay, for Sunoo of Hueningkai, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Competition. 9 of Cups, emotional stability. And we have the Star, rejuvenation. It's actually very positive. It's very positive, this reading. And I love it because I don't remember exactly, but I think that whenever I read for Sunoo, I always get the star card with him. I believe I did some dynamics with him, and I think that he always gets the star card. He's very emotionally mature. He's very emotionally mature. But, you know, with the Five of Wands in reverse, competition in reverse, I don't know if this is an ex, actually. But it could be if something, you know, when you have something with someone but it doesn't reach the level of like, oh, this was a proper relationship. Because the Five of Wands, you know, and the keyword is competition. So I don't know why I think that this person is like, he wasn't competitive enough, or he didn't compete enough to win me, or to win my heart, or to win my attention, or for us to advance in a connection. I think that this person is like, it's not that they're saying that he's a coward, but there's something about like, I wish he was more competitive. I wish he had fought more for me. But yeah, him being a Cancer man, I don't see him just activating this very. I think that for him, you know, with the Nine of Cups and the Star card, he's all love and light. You know, he's like, you know, wishing you well in your life and just being this very understanding friend. You know, like okay, what do you need? Do you need someone to listen to you, to listen to your problems? You know, him always being so proper, just knowing what to say, you know, just being beautiful and perfect, you know, with the Star card. And also, you know, probably there's something about him knowing his future. So I don't want to say with the Star card that is like, oh, he knew he was going to be famous, but there's something about him sort of, I would say, being very smart when it comes to his emotional choices or who he invests himself into. I think that he takes care a lot of his emotionality, because of him knowing that he is in the entertainment business, maybe, you know, him sort of working on himself and being like, I actually am not interested in dating at the moment. I'm more interested in, you know, just having a lot of friends, or just, you know, having this emotional stability. But he's like, you know, I have a bigger purpose. You know, the Star card is like, I have a bigger purpose. I have to be an example for others. So there's something also about him probably, you know, when it comes to his exposure, he probably playing the role of the perfect boyfriend, or, you know, just like a lot of idols that, you know, there's a lot of idols very famous that until this day you don't even know if they ever dated, if they ever had like a crush or a love. Or I think that he holds love and relationship to a higher standard. You know, for him, it's like, first of all, for him, his appearance or his influences as being an idol, probably for him is the love of his life, is for him to be this. Instead of him thinking like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with someone intimately. You know, I think that he's like that kind of person that probably love or a serious connection will come into his life maybe farther in life, you know, him being in his 40s, you know. But at this point, I think that all his emotional, you know, ability is all for his stardom and him being a public image. And I think that there's something about him being in love with this idea. You know, there's something about, this also gives me high school vibes. You know, when you are this person that you're like, oh, I know he's going to be famous someday. Well, he's this person that oh, wait, guys. Sorry, guys. I was rewatching David's live stream, and actually, like, I left the TV on, but I didn't know that it played. It played on its own. I don't know, maybe my TV has like a timer. I don't know, maybe it's a ghost, guys. I don't know, I just turned it off. I'm scared. I was just talking. And I was watching the live stream of David and Anna. That I didn't, I usually, I joined their live streams, but last night I couldn't, I forgot. So I was rewatching it, and all of a sudden I was talking, and I heard someone else talking. No, 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 no. No, it's David. It's David King from, I was going to say DK TV. It's KPC, Korean Pizza Club. Yeah, why would it be secret? But I got scared because the TV, I didn't know that I left the TV so loud. I was like, wow, I also got scared. But yeah, guys, probably, yeah, in this, I wouldn't say this person was an ex, probably someone that he had, you know, a connection with, but this person was like, you know, he wasn't competitive, he didn't fight for me, so yeah, like, yeah, I understand. Secret lover is crazy. It's all this. It's all Sunoo's energy. Sunoo's energy is like he sent this energy. But I got scared as well. I was like, oh my god. I got a package for my mom like 5 minutes ago, and they knocked the door like an. Yeah, you know, like they're going to bring down your door. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, usually some package delivers, they do this. I think that they do that when they are in a hurry and they have to deliver something very fast. But I got scared. I was like, oh my god. You want to open it? Oh, I'm so hungry, guys. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't have my mate here. I usually have my mate with you guys. But yeah, maybe next week I will bring it. I try not to have the mate here because I drink it while we are here, and then after I finish, because I also get very thirsty, I consume mate again. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. So I'm trying to be like, no, once I finish, then I will drink. Okay. I'm drinking jasmine tea. Oh, yeah. I love jasmine tea. I want to watch, talking about food, I want to watch this, there's a Netflix, a new competition show that is like, it looks like Hell's Kitchen, but for Korean. There's this famous chef. I want to watch that. I don't know how it's called, but I saw the review the other day. It's new. It's like a cooking competition thing. I'm probably going to get hungry if I see that. Often delicious meat. Yeah, Mr. Beck, the chef. Yeah, the chef. Okay, I'm going to continue with this one of what do their exes, how do their exes remember them? Okay, Hichul. Okay. For Hichu. Free cards in reverse. So, Five of Swords in reverse, defeat. King of Wands in reverse, leadership. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse, scarcity mentality. So his exes doesn't like him very much, right? It's all because the three of them are in reverse. So I'm like, yeah, they're not that positive. They don't have much positive thing to say. With the Five of Swords in reverse, the card of defeat in reverse, there's something about this ex sort of thinking that he is a bad loser. Like the five usually talks about defeat, but when it's in reverse, is someone that doesn't understand why they lost. Of course, that love is not a competition, but there's something about him sort of not understanding, probably this being this sort of ex that is like he never understands why his relationship ends. He probably tries to work for the relationship, or it's like he doesn't comprehend, or um, yeah, that it's over. There's something about him being like, I will not be defeated. We will still work on this. Like, there's future for us. He just really doesn't want, because he sees it like a personal loss. Of course, that when we break up, we can feel it like this. Like, I put so much of me in this connection, and now that it's coming to an end, I refuse to see that this is ending. Of course, that in the connection is going to feel like this is not fair. Of course, there's going to be the person that usually makes the decision. Yeah, let's break up because this is not working, and there could be a level of denial in the other part, being like, I don't think we should break up. And this is the reality. I think that we all could be this ex. Like this level of like, can we work it out? Like, I don't believe it. I think that we still have a future. So yeah, and there's something about him not knowing when to retire. There's something about like him wanting to be like, he's like the last one standing. It's like, no, this is not over, and the person is like, yeah, it is over. But again, with the king of wands in reverse, the keyword is leadership. So the king of wands in reverse, I think that this person is like, this ex doesn't like him that much. This person is like, you are not that great. The king of wands in reverse is like someone that they see themselves as, I'm so passionate, I'm so, I don't want to say I'm so masculine, but there's something about, I'm an authority, I'm a leader, I'm the best of the best. And here with the king of wands in reverse, is like, no, you're not. You are not the leader. You are not that powerful. You don't have that strong will that you say or you show to others. You actually lack energy and passion. So, the king of wands in reverse is like, you are not that authority. You are not that. You're a bit weak in authority, in leadership. No one listens to you. You claim that you are the leader, but no one listens to you. Like, no one trusts you. So yeah, I think that it's also going from a place of like, sort of not only sort of pointing the flaws as a lover or as a boyfriend. Probably there's something about him. Is he like a boss or something? Is he like a leader in something? Because there's something about him probably showing that he's there assertive, but his former partner or ex-lover is like, no, you're not. you are actually very lazy. You are not that. I know he's not a Leo. I know he's not a Leo, he's a Cancer man, but why does he give me that he has this Leo vibe? That he wants to show off or presents himself as this passionate man, you know. And the King of Wands is like, you know, this person is like, no, he's not like that. He's not. He wishes he could be like that. You know, the king of the jungle, but he's not. And the Seven of Swords in reverse, you know, we have the scarcity mentality. That again, that probably this person calls him out also in this aspect of him avoiding his responsibilities. You know, him being like, oh no, it was your fault, not my fault. Like, you know, he just disappears. You know, when things get ugly, and you have to take accountability for what you did or said, he's like, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So yeah. So yeah, he this person is not very fond of him. But I think that you know, with all these sorts, there's something about this person confronting him and telling him this to his face. This is not a secret. This is something that this person is like showing, and it's like everybody knows. You know, this is why we have the source here. Everyone can see it, you know, and I definitely, you know, because I had this connection, I could see it from a close, you know, range. Yeah, yeah. There's something about that, Danya. It's like you are not. You're just running. You're bluffing. You know, you're bluffing. You don't have anything. Like, stop. He's a big. Yeah, exactly, Danya. He is exaggerated. He is exaggerated because the King of Wands in reverse, it gives me something, someone that sees themselves as a lion. I'm a lion. And actually, no, he's just a kitten. Like, you're not a lion. Okay, guys, let's move on to the other. What is their love language? Do you want this one? What makes them irresistible, lovable? What makes them irresistible, lovable? Then I will have to do like a sort of poll of these things, so we can choose one live stream to do the other idols that I didn't do today. Taking one of these questions, which one do you like? I'm going to do a sort of poll. And this one, I'm going to use this one. Okay, guys, for the next question, what makes them irresistible, lovable? Do you have your picks? Can you please put it, guys? Vacuum. Terry. Dio. Tzuyu. Cookie. Okay, guys, I'm going to take these 4 and I'm going to read for them. Okay. I'm going to start with Baekhyun. What makes him irresistible, lovable? He's a very passionate man. He was born to be a leader, this man. A lot of fire in him. We have the 7 of Pentacles for Baekhyun, the Hangman, the King of Wands, and we have the card of acceptance, the chakra, the root chakra. I think that it's what makes Baekhyun irresistible is that he takes his time. He takes his time. Definitely, he takes his time. Maybe people initially they take him for granted. They are like, oh, there's no way, you know, he could win this. Or if it has to do with him attracting someone, or just, attracting, or just being, getting the person of his dreams, and they are like, oh no, you're not the type of that person. That person will never like someone like you. And actually him with the 7 of Pentacles, it gives me that he's like, wait and see. Wait and see. Because with the Hangman in the middle, I think that there's a lot of people that they underestimate Baekhyun's power a lot. And I don't know why. I don't want to get fixated on the physical aspect, but I think that there's something about they literally think that Baekhyun is too little. You know, like, I don't know if it's like in height that he's small, fragile looking guy. I don't know, but definitely he doesn't represent this. With the King of Wands, definitely his power of seduction, and also his power to accomplish everything that he sets his mind into, is his whole attractiveness, is why he's so irresistible to many. But I think that there's something about them being like, like, he's so small, or them thinking like, he's so cute, like, oh yeah, you, the little guy over there. I don't know how Baekhyun's height, but there's something about, like, when I think about people looking down on him, literally I see someone like looking down at him and being like, oh no, you're not this person's type, because she usually goes for taller guys, or she goes for guys that have like a strong build, or are more muscular, or are much more masculine, or and you are not the type, and there's something about him being like, really, you think I cannot get that person? Watch me. Because this man he has like the mindset, and he's like, wait, I will get there at the end. I will be a winner. And I think that this is, his confidence is also very is very attractive. How he's a very confident man. That with the Hangman in the middle, I think that there had been a lot of times in Baekhyun's life where people wanted to put him on hold, or definitely they wanted a lot of people wanted to sabotage his life and his projects and his relationships and everything that it has to do with his happiness. So in here, I think that this is why he looks at all the odds. He looks at everything. He's like, okay, yeah, maybe today I don't have much choice. Today I'm a bit, I'm a bit tied to certain situations. But in the future, I will be the queen. I will be the king. I will rule this. I will rule all of you. So he's amazing. And also, acceptance that is like accept where you are right now. There's something about him knowing that he has to start from the bottom. There's something about him being like, okay, I will work, I will put the effort, I will work slowly, I will accept this is my reality. I want this, okay, I have to start from scratch, from zero. No one is coming to help me, no one is coming to rescue me. I have to do it all myself. And the acceptance is what gives him the will to become more creative. And he's so passionate. He's a doer. He's not so much like, oh yeah, I'm going to steal your heart, with some cute words. No, he's a doer. Yeah. I like him, definitely. I like him. He is a boss. He's a leader. He really is. It's like, I'm not backing down anymore. What I want, I get it. Okay, why? If we don't have much in the list, are you changing for someone else? Okay, I'm going to continue with Terry, with Taeyong of TXT. What makes him irresistible, lovable? The Handman is coming out a lot. Ah, I love him. Okay, for Terry, we start with the Six of Cups. The Handman, the Six of Wands. And we have for the solar plexus chakra, we have the card of joy. He's just so joyful. But again, definitely another one that probably in the past they definitely like underestimate him. They definitely look down on him. They definitely look down on him, or want to, refrain him from being successful or for standing out. There's something about his energy being like, I am a winner. I always win. Sometimes I have to pretend that I don't know things, or I have to pretend that I know less, or that I'm not that talented when actually I'm very talented. I have to hold my charm even, because I've been told that that's how I have to do it. I had been put on hold for so many times, but actually my charm is that I'm a winner. Like either this is like him as a lover, or this means him as his personal victories. At the end, he always gets what he wants. He always comes out first. There's something about him being like really good, a really like someone that deserves to be celebrated always. He definitely doesn't have it easy. You know, his life hasn't been easy. I see it because I see the Six of Cups. So maybe in the past there had been a lot of rejection, a lot of pauses for him, you know, a lot of like, you know, and also I think that this sort of lets me know that he's someone that he always, maybe in the past, he always had to postpone things for himself to help others. I don't know if he has like young siblings or something like that, but it's like he always had to sort of like, yeah, I have this for myself, but I rather just give it to you and share it with you that you don't have it. And instead of focusing on me, I give what I have to others to help others. Advantage of that, you know, in the past. And this is why he is really hard for him to accomplish things individually. He probably feels a bit guilty when people praise him individually because he's sort of used to sharing what he has with others. His mentality works like that. It's like he is that generous. But at the same time, being that generous is sort of holding him back, being that generous. Because it's like, yeah, you're giving love to everyone, you're being understanding to everyone, but what about you? What about what you want? You look so much better and you're so irresistible and you're so lovable when you allow yourself to celebrate your wins. Celebrate yourself. Like, do it. Like, say, like, I made this for me. I am a champion. Like, be more prideful, you know, like showing up, like show up and being like, yeah, I won your heart. I am the best. I am the best partner. I'm the best lover. I'm the most attractive. Like, I'm the best you ever had. I don't know, but there's something about like you go and show off. Don't thank the universe and the others and you know and other people. No, it's you. You make it happen. You are attractive. You make that person fall in love with you. It's you. It has always been you. Don't think about others. And also the joy. He definitely brings joy, energy, like a lot of positivity to his lovers or potential lovers' life. And the people that love him also, he brings a lot of joy. He brings a lot of joy. He's so, like his energy is so vibrant, but he has to allow himself to shine as well. He's joyful when he allows himself to celebrate himself more. It's like, you know, you done great. Celebrate yourself. Like, give yourself a pat on the back. You done well. Beautiful, that man. He has to just, you know, love yourself more. Like, be much more cocky, you know, but also recognize that if you win someone's heart, it's because of you and your own traits. It's not because of association. Like, oh no, because this person set me up with them, so this is why I met them, thanks to these people. No, it's all about your ability to seduce them. You know, he has to think about himself and his own ability to seduce others. You know, like, why do you have people that choose you over other members, for example? Think about your appeal. You know, you have it. You have it. And he shines. He definitely stands out. His energy stands out a lot. But he doesn't want to admit it. He's a bit like, no. Okay, for Dio. What makes him irresistible? Lovable. Okay, for Dio we have the King of Pentacles. He always gets the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Typical Capricorn man. Nine of Wands. Five of Wands. And he got, from the crown chakra, he got the card of liberation. Yeah, I think that definitely is very, he definitely is, I mean, I think that definitely when I think about, he is a very stable, successful man. And I think that this is what is so irresistible about him. He probably is, he looks older. He's the typical earth sign man. He looks older. He speaks older than his age. He sounds wiser. But I think that definitely what's more lovable about him is that he had always struggled, even though he has this stability. He has this very earth element kind of energy. He's very focused on his work. He probably doesn't mess with others. He just focuses on himself. He's focused on himself and what he had created. Nevertheless, there's always this sense that he has to defend himself from external chaos. I think that there are moments where this is a kind of man that not only he has to protect his own abundance and his own richness or his own success, but also he has to protect his own peace. He probably is someone that he had been battling against something all his life. Probably it's been part of the business as well, him trying to remain neutral and he just showing up to work and not messing with anyone. He doesn't have that level of dramatism. He's just there standing his ground, protecting his job, and then there's mess around him. There's mess, there's competition, there's ambition, there's a lot of conflict around him, so he's in there, standing in there all unflexible, in there, shaking, and of course that he is like, I'm not moving from here, but I want to let you know that I'm not happy either. Like, he probably is someone that there's moments where he does look annoyed. There's moments where he's like, I'm so fed up of these people. Like, I want to be left alone. But at the same time, he stands in there. He just stands. He's so loyal. He's so loyal that he's like, even though there's a lot of chaos around me, I will not give up. I'm loyal to my people. I'm loyal to my craft. I'm loyal to where I come from. So yeah, there's a lot of dramatic people around me, but yeah, that's who they are. I think that he definitely he has this ability to to sort of remain in this very, sort of a strong presence that is like you will not move him from where he is. But at the same time, he's like, my life is so chaotic because I have all these people fighting here that I don't even know them. Like, I'm not like them. He's so secure in himself and everyone is fighting. So I think that this is what makes him so cute, so irresistible, and so lovable, because probably the fans know or notice how he's so different. His energy is so different from the drama around him. It's like, poor guy, someone save him. Save this man from this chaos, save him. And he's like, no, don't save me. I will just hang in there. I'm okay. I'm a bit tired, but I'm okay. I will put up the fight. They will not beat me just like that. So there's something just very adorable in the way you could probably be like, oh, but he's so rich, he's so talented, he's so fancy, or he's so good at what he does. Why does he put up with all this nonsense? You know, he could just walk away and ignore them all. And he's like, no, because they're my family. I will endure it. I don't walk away from drama. Even though it's not about me, I will stay by their side. I will not leave. And they're like, why? If you have it all, why are you standing? If you're so different from them, they're my people. I will stay with them until the end. Yeah, he's like, no, don't save me. But I think that is so interesting. It's so interesting how he had always been so different. He had always been so different. I don't know if he has like the energy of being a very royal like or prince like, that people are like, oh, you know, his character is so different. And with this, I don't think that it's just EXO, like if we think about the group, I think that it's also in his family. You know, him always being compared to the other, like him being the well-behaved child, and the other ones being like the chaotic ones. And he being always like the well-behaved one, like the one that is seated there. And everyone being like, wow, that kid is special. Like, he definitely is not like the others. But yeah, again, you know, he has the card of liberation. That this is the crown chakra placement. And I think that he maybe at some point he was sort of hunted, or he was very uncomfortable by all the drama or discussions, or just a lot of ego, a lot of people with ego fighting. You know, he was sort of fed up with that. But he had reached a level of liberation now in his energy. So he is past that. You know, he's sort of in this zen mode. He's like, I'm free. I'm free. You know, I'm still me. I'm free. I won. I won my liberation. So I think that he's what's so lovable about him is that he doesn't lose his essence or his patience because of others. Like, everyone is so messy, everyone is so erratic around him, and he just is sitting there, just waiting for the drama to be over. Because he believes, he knows in his higher self, he knows that one day we will all be liberated from this chaos. This chaos doesn't last forever. And it's this kind of wisdom, this knowing, that makes him so special and lovable. Because other people in his place would have freaking out already. Yeah, exactly. The kind of guy you need in a time of crisis. Someone that doesn't abandon, doesn't quit, it's just there. Yes. Okay, for twice Tzuyu, what makes her irresistible, lovable? Another one that just stands in the drama and just doesn't get. She stands in there. Okay. For Tzuyu, we have the Nine of Wands, the Empress, Four of Cups, and this is the chakra of which one is it? Um, we have the base chakra. Wait, I don't remember the. The sacral, chakra. Sacral. Sacral. This is the carries guilt or culpability. I don't know if it's in English. It's culpability, but I would translate it to guilt. Yeah, it's so interesting too. Because I see the Empress in the middle, and I'm like, this woman could have been greater or much more successful, and she decided not to. Like, there's something about her femininity, her beauty, that she is so humble. Like, there's something about her not seeing herself like others see her. You know, and also I think that there's something about her probably just not taking people's propositions, because it's like, no, I'm not that pretty, or I'm not that popular, or no, thank you. Like, and I think that there's also something about her just not wanting to be treated, you know, with privilege just because she's beautiful. You know, we have the Empress here, we have the nine of wands, and there's something about her probably, you know, seeing beauty or seeing her image of being beautiful or Venusian, seeing it like a sort of inconvenience for her. I think that even though people are like, oh, but you could make so much money with your image and with your talent and with your voice, and she's like, I don't want to do that. And even when people praise her, she doesn't take it. She doesn't believe she's that amazing. She doesn't see herself like I think that for her it's like, I would prefer that you would compliment me on something else instead of my looks. I would prefer for you to see me for who I am and what I'm capable of doing. And also, you know, yeah, I think that it has to do with objectification, because with the kind of guilt or culpability, you know, I think that she was treated differently all the time. You know, ever since, you know, she was very young. You know, and here, if you see this image, you know, she probably, yeah, had to work with her image and with her being exposed or being praised, like, oh, she's so beautiful, like, oh, she's like the most beautiful of them all, you know, ever since she was so little. So there's something about her just feeling a bit guilty to the other women in her family, you know. It's like, or if she compares herself to others, she's like, I'm not that pretty. Like, actually, the other girls are prettier than me. You know, she feels guilty for being, for shining so much. You know, and also um, the chakra of of this, the sacral chakra. You know, it has to do with your ability to integrate different parts of yourself. You know, it's like she has to learn to integrate that, yes, she's beautiful, yes, she's talented, yes, she has other aspects of herself, you know, that, yeah, there's a lot of things about her that she can still become. I think that her fear is just to be labeled as like, oh, she's like the pretty one or the beautiful one or the visual. You know, there's something about her being like, I'm so much more than that. I don't see myself like that. I'm so much more than that. you know. And I think that she still until this day is trying to sort of like navigate inside herself and be like, okay, what else can I do, you know. And I think that this is what um, I think that there's something about people making propositions to her, you know, even business propositions, being like, oh, we want your face for this brand, or we want this of you for this. And she's like, yeah, no, thank you, I'm busy. You know, because I think that slowly she's sort of refusing certain activities because she doesn't want to look so vain, you know, so based on image. She's like, I actually want to explore other parts of myself. I want to be more than this. Probably in the business or in the environment that she's in, probably um, they will not give her the possibility to treat her differently, you know, and be like, oh, she's much more. No, because they're all fixated that she's a beautiful asset and that's it, you know. But I think that in connections, you know, when we think what makes Tzuyu irresistible or lovable, is that she doesn't see herself as that beautiful. You know, she's like, if you ask her like what are your traits or what do you have to offer in a connection, she will tell you different funny details about herself, not just like, oh, because I'm pretty, you know. Like she cannot do that, she cannot force that, because she's like, I have so much more to give in a connection, or I can be like the funny partner, I can be the smart partner, I can be the intelligent partner, I can be good at numbers, you know. I can be a housewife, I can do a lot of things, you know, not just being like the beauty queen, you know. It's like, please don't put me on a shelf for display. I'm much more than this. And I think that this is, with her being so humble, this is what makes her so irresistible, because you're like, wow, but she's gorgeous. Like, how come she doesn't expose it? No, she's so sweet and she's so detached from that, um, that you find that cute. You know how humble she is, and how she slowly wants to not be praised by that. You know, she's like, I'm so much more than that. Please look at me, appreciate me more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And probably she's simple. That also, you know, when we think about the Empress is usually, you know, very attached to luxury. You know, like, oh yeah, because she has money or because she's rich and this. And she's like, you know, I'm actually very humble. Like, we can do something normal, and like, you don't have to do a lot to impress me or for me to like you. I'm actually just a simple girl of my age. I want normal things. I want normal. And she probably is not into looks. She probably is like, she's not the type of girl that she would go for looks in a guy. She probably is not someone that would look in superficial side. There's something about her being just more humble in that sense. You know, she wouldn't go for the good looking guy. Because with the Four of Cups, definitely, you know, like I said, she had always, maybe, you know, I remember I read for her and there was something about me seeing that she's used to getting a lot of numbers of famous people, famous colleagues, you know, and she's not into them. She's just like, oh yeah, that's cool, but they're not my type. They're not my type. I don't like this. I want something different, you know, something more home-like. I don't know, like simple, like. Yeah, and she's so funny. Yeah, this is like the sense of humor as well. I don't know why. I think that you would be like, oh, how come a beautiful woman like has this ability to be so goofy? Yeah, she's so goofy. She's so goofy, so goofy. It's like she makes me laugh. But she's so cute. She's so cute. She gives me Taurus vibe. I will defend her until the end. She must have some Taurus placements because she's so chill. She's so chill. She's not in a hurry at all. But she's not hard to impress. She's not that easy to impress. You know, she knows. Okay, JK. What makes him irresistible, lovable? Yeah, there's something about her being like, I'm not that delicate. I'm not that delicate princess. Like, I'm not made of glass. I'm not going to break. JK. The golden magnet. Definitely I see it here. Okay. For JK, we have Nine of Swords, the Magician, Page of Swords, and we have the card of the solar plexus chakra, the card of abundance. Abundance. The golden magnet here, holding all the magnet, all the magnet things, holding all the golden things. He has the key to retrieve all the goldness, all the gold. This is so, like, it reminds me so much of what I said the other day when I was expressing how I felt watching his documentary, that I was talking about him being such a Virgo man and him overthinking all the time. Like, you can see his body language that he's always overthinking. These cards sort of confirm this, that what makes him irresistible or lovable is his power of overthinking. It's like all his cards are of overthinking. It's like ideas, perceptions, ideas, thoughts, ideas. I have to change this. I have to think about this. I have to start this all over. I have to do this. I have to respond to this. You know, all about the way he communicates. And of course, in the middle, we have the Magician. So definitely JK he's overthinking, and you see him so connected, so obsessed sometimes with all the mind processes that he does, and how he's able to overcome his fears, his insecurities, you know, all those things that keeps him up at night. You know, I think that what's irresistible about him is that he is like you and I. The guy is no golden child. He has insecurities. He overthinks like the rest of us. He has his insecurities. He doubts. He ruminates a lot. He overthinks a lot. He doesn't forgive himself for the past mistakes. He's always overthinking what he did, what he didn't do, why he didn't do it. You know, overplaying, like replaying all conversations and arguments in his mind, like, I should have said this, I should have done this. You know, I think that he also talks to himself a lot. I don't know why. Does JK talk in his sleep? Does he talk in his sleep? Because I can see him just murmuring a lot. Just murmuring a lot. Just talking to himself. Being like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And he is a bit maniac. He is a bit maniac. But he can control it. He can control it, you know. And this happens probably because, yeah, he is a very smart man. He is very smart. He's reckless. He is a bit childish sometimes in the decisions that he makes. Sometimes he sort of like rushes himself, especially now. Probably in this period of his life, he's trying to assert his own opinions about certain things.
So you will see him prematurely stating certain opinions or perceptions, and he's just doing his best to be himself, to speak up. He wants people to know how he feels. He wants to express himself because he's like, I'm old enough. I'm old enough to express my opinions, and I want to do it, and I want to be free. And I don't care if you like me or not, or if there's repercussions or not. I want to say what I want to say, when I want to say it. There's something about him pressing the post, the send button, and being like, here, this is my message, read it. I said what I said. I said what I said. So be prepared for JK making a lot of comments about certain things that you're like, oh, he said it? Yeah, he did. He's sending the message. Yeah, he did it. Because he's standing up for himself. Now, probably he has the time, or he has, I don't know, there's something going on in his mind that he's like, I have to express myself more. So I'm going to write this. And I'm going to send it so everyone can read it as well. So yeah, be prepared, because JK is about to drop some revelations. And yeah, no, he hasn't been hacked. It's him. He's sending it themselves. Uh, yeah, but also with abundance. See, I think that also he's testing the waters, because he's like trying to be more courageous about his own opinions, his individual opinions. And here we don't. He's not claiming that he has been forced and there's other people behind him telling him what to do. He's like, no, this is me. I take accountability. This is what I want to say. It came out of me, of here. Like, yeah, this. Probably it's going to sound a bit impulsive, like the Page of Swords is a bit impulsive. Is someone that probably, when I don't want to say like accidentally you press the send button, but it could happen. So, but I don't see him regretting it. And I think that this is what makes him, in this period of his life, so irresistible and lovable. Because he's trying to state his own opinion and his own truth. And with this, it doesn't mean that he holds the truth to every situation. But it's what he sees, it's what he perceives, and it's how he feels that this is how I'm seeing things, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but this is my opinion, and you cannot hush me. And also with the card of abundance, definitely he knows that he is the abundance maker. Like he knows, he brings the golden, he brings the gold home. So he knows his worth. And he's like, yeah, probably, I have the possibility to say a few things because I do have the abundance. I do have the abundance in my fingertips. Like everything I make, it turns into gold. So definitely there's something about him being like, yeah, I know I'm successful. I'm successful. But also he's like becoming much more free when it comes to how he wants to say things. In the past, maybe he used to be much more silent, and this actually would make him more, feeling so miserable, because he's like, I had so much things to say, and I just remain silent. And I think that now he's trying to like, I don't have to keep talking to myself. I can just, start a conversation, or I can just start a debate, but I should let it out of my mind a bit, and this is so cute. This is so attractive about him. Yeah, he's on fire. He's like, but yeah, probably, it's a Page of Swords, so probably people will judge. People will be like, are you sure it's correct to say? And he's like, I don't care. This is what I wanted to say. Okay, let's see.
Okay, I'm going to take one more, guys, and then I'm going to go. Which one do you want me to do? What is their love language, or what are their values in relationships? Values, love language. Okay. Okay. Give me the names, guys, for values. Hwasa, Kai, Hechan, Jamal, Jeffrey, Onu. Okay, that's it, guys. I got all of them. Okay, for Hwasa, her values in relationship. Okay, for Hwasa we have this death card, the Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. Definitely, starting with these major arcanas, I think that for Hwasa is a combination of a lot of things, but probably for her in this period of her life, her values is probably to end up, like to end the loneliness, you know, to end this period of isolation or her feeling like she was always alone. You know, there's something about her, probably just maybe her being a very reflective person or just keeping her thoughts to herself and not sharing it with anyone and just battling her own things or troubles herself. And there's something about her like, no, now I want to be in company of others. Now I want to ask my partner to hold my hand. Now I want to let the other person inside my inner world. You know, I want to welcome them to the part of me that I'm so recluded or I'm so used to being like, oh no, I could never talk or share this with this person. What if this person leaves me? Or what if this person doesn't like me anymore? Or what if I push this person away? Or if I scare them with the way I think or the way I perceive what is going on? You know, definitely she's like, you know, for a lot of years, I kept things inside of myself, trying to resolve them, not sharing what I was going through with my partners. But now this is over. Now this is like a new beginning, a new me, and I let my partner know what is going on with me internally, you know, emotionally, mentally. You know, it's like I don't want to be alone anymore.
There's something about her probably, being in connections where actually she just wouldn't open up about what was really going on. Thinking that, oh, okay, it's my issue. I have to deal with this on my own. And in here it's like, no, you can show your true self, like your part of yourself very intimately with the other part. Like let them in, let them see you, let them see you. Don't dissociate. Be present with your partner. And also with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like I want to shine on my own, and I want my partner to shine on their own as well. I want us to be able to be in a connection, but to be successful separately. There's something about her just also being like, okay, my values is that, yeah, I'm in a relationship with you, I love you, we are in love, but I will not lose my individuality. I will not lose my light or my success for a partner. I will remain successful. I will collect my individual achievements. I will not lower my achievements or just try to hide it so my partner doesn't feel insecure about me being successful. So there's something about her, I am this woman. I am successful. If you are with me, you have to accept me. I will not stop working. I will not become the traditional wife. Not yet. Probably she wants to have family, but she's like, at this point, my career is important. And I think that she also doesn't want a partner that holds on to her success and wants to live off her. She's like, no, you do your finances on your side and I will do mine. Let's not mix things. Let's not mix things. Let's keep it clear and organized. Clear and organized. Let's not mix the checks. Oh, okay. For Jenny. It wanted to come out. Okay, what was it? Oh my. The King of Swords, it keeps coming out, guys. It keeps coming out. It keeps coming out. I'm just telling you, it keeps coming out. It's 2024 and we're still talking about the King of Swords. Okay. For Jenny, her values in relationships. We have the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the King of Swords. She could be this King of Swords in the relationship as well, but there's something about Jenny just taking a break, a pause when it comes to relationships. With the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands, it gives me this vibe. Like I said when I read for her, I don't remember when or how, what reading it was. But I said something about just, Jenny being like, guys, don't speculate about my choices. Who I want to date or who I don't want to date. I'm not making a decision. Anything is possible with me. Anything is possible. Like my mind is clear. My mind is, I'm at peace finally when it comes to her love life. Or I think that she's also allowing herself to review maybe her past experiences and being like, okay, good question. What are my values in relationships? What are my values? She's like allowing herself to plan, to be like, okay, if this relationship doesn't meet this criteria, I will not date. She's not letting other people's opinions influence her. Maybe in the past she was influenced. But now she's like, no, I'm quiet in my mind and I'm not letting other people's inside my mind and my decisions. I'm focused on the future. And the future is me, not someone else. It's like she's still reviewing, who she is, probably. And she's just mentally at peace. There's a lot of quietness. She's like, I don't have time for this. But probably, when it comes to values, probably Jenny has daddy issues. Probably Jenny has daddy issues. I mean, I think that she has like a very distant image of a kind of man. This is why the King of Swords always comes up for her. It's like this righteous, this outspoken, honest, a man that knows what they want, a man that is very straightforward towards her, a man that is like, I want you, the man that initiates the conversation, the man that keeps the conversation clear, concise, and open. I think that for her, honesty is very important. She wants a man that knows what they want, that has clarity in his head. Someone that speaks his mind, someone that also is a defensor, someone that is like, with my words, I protect others or I save others. And I think that she admires this so much. Maybe, this is the kind of father that she would have want. Maybe she wanted her father to be this, and he wasn't. There's something about honesty in here that wasn't present. So when it comes to values, she's like, I just want someone to not lie to me. Someone that just comes to me with the truth. Just give it to me straight. Like, just say it. Say what you want to say. Please don't go around the bushes. Like, just say it. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. And this is something that she values. She values very much. Someone that could be a bit hurtful also with words. Probably, this is why I'm like, is this some daddy issues? Someone probably that could be a bit cutthroat with her, telling her some truths about herself that she doesn't want to admit. But I think that she has this image still when it comes to values, or maybe this is what she wants to become. Maybe she wants to be this King of Swords. She wishes she could be as honest and straightforward with the person that she loves as this man, as this King of Swords. Maybe she evades also answering questions straight away. She doesn't give you the answer right away. She's a bit elusive. This is why she sort of fantasizes that it's the other person that will come with these attributes to sort of like bring the clarity or demand the truth of you. Okay, let's move on to Kai. Kai of EXO. His values. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords in reverse for Kai. We have the Moon. And we have the Empress. He definitely has a type. He has a type. He loves pretty faces. He loves pretty women. He loves successful women. But there's something about him, sort of, maybe seeing the not so happy attribute of you dating someone that is so beautiful, abundant, successful. I think that his values is like, please don't confuse me. It's like, please don't play with my perceptions about our connection. Like, just like tell me what is going on, because I think that there's something about maybe also Kai in the past or in his other relationships. There's something about him not being 100% aware or connected with what went wrong. There's something about him just not knowing that that there was something going on, that there was some heartache going on. And also with the Free of Swords in reverse, I think that there's something about maybe Kai dating people that had some trauma or that they had some heartache from the past, and when they sort of got with him, or they started a relationship with him to sort of heal their broken heart or their disappointment, and maybe they had like some attachment to their exes, or there was some pendant business, so or issue, so there's something about him being like, yeah, I know I was fun, you had fun with me, we had these very lovely moments, but I think that I didn't see how damaged you were or how affected you were about your past, or about your past experiences. So there's something about him just valuing transparency. I think that his value is like, no, I will pay attention. If this person has like some pendant issues, or if they're suffering, or if they're going through something, I will ask them to please let me know. Please, like, don't show me all the pretty things about yourself, all the beautiful things. Like, don't confuse me with all these beautiful outside. Show me your pain. Show me that you're suffering, so I can understand you better. Because if you don't show me this, I cannot help you, I cannot help myself in here, and I feel useless in this connection. So help me understand. Yeah, also the moon card, yeah, is a card that also shows like things are not clear, and you also not knowing, maybe also him thinking, or like are they faithful to me, him doubting, him not knowing where he's standing in the connection, and he's like, please let me know if there's someone else, or if you're confused, please let me know, but don't show me that everything is okay, because then I'm left with a lot of confusion. Like, I don't understand what happened. Like, I'm in the darkness in here. I cannot understand you. Probably also the type of women that he meets are very confusing. So are very complex emotionally for his understanding. So he's like, please talk to me. At least, like, I cannot assure you that I will understand 100%, but please, just like, keep me updated about what's going on with you. Okay, Hechan. For Hechan. He had a lot of cups, Hechan. Page of cups. 9 of cups. Ace of cups. His values is, he's so lovely. He's such a romantic. This man, Hechan, is such a romantic. He's such a romantic. He's like the type of person that is like, okay, if it's love, we will make it. If there's love, they will make it. I will give you love. I will give you love. I will treat you like a queen. I will treat you right. Like choose, let's just love. His values is just love. It's love and being generous with that love. Never hide your ability to give love. He's like, if you don't know how to give it, I will start. I will initiate the love giving. I will initiate. I will invite you. I will start the conversation. I will do whatever you want. I will be whatever you want me to be. But yeah, let's fall in love. Let's just be in love. Let's just be, emotionally fulfilling for each other. Like with me, you will feel full. You will feel emotionally fulfilled with me. Definitely he's also thinking a lot about family. He probably wants a family. He wants to start a family. He believes in creating something together, being very prosperous. He's so unconditional. He's such a romantic. He's like, once I start feeling something for someone, I never stop. Like my love is never ending. This is my language. My love is never ending. As long as there's love, we can win anything. We can overcome anything. He's so beautiful, beautiful Hechan. Beautiful Hechan. Beautiful. Beautiful. He's reckless. The Page of Cups is someone that probably he falls in love at first sight. He's like that romantic. He's like that like that innocent, I would say, but he's so lovely. He's so lovable. He's so lovable. It's all about love. It's all about like make me feel like I want to be in love. Like he really wants to be in love. He really wants to be in love. Really, really. Oh yeah, thank you, Fluffy, for being here. Okay, guys, let's continue with Jeongyeon. Okay, Jeongyeon, here we go. Okay, for Jeongyeon, we start with the Page of Cups, 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. His value is that he knows that he has a lot of love to give. Definitely, he's also romantic, but he knows that his life is not easy. He knows it, and probably because he has to protect himself from a lot of things. It could be like heartaches from the past, or it could be just him being scared, him having like a fear of love and intimacy. But there's a part of him that he's like, but I kind of want it. I kind of want my happy ending. I want to feel the love. Really, I want to. But he has his trust issues. So he's like, I think that the person that will really help him open up, this is someone that could be very important for him. I believe that this is not so much about his values. Like he knows that that his value is to love unconditionally, but at the same time he's so on the defensive that he's like, yeah, my love is not that unconditional yet. I'm not that naive, or I'm not that innocent. I had been hurt before, or I had been disappointed before, or I feel like I have to protect myself, or I have to protect my heart and my feelings. But the Queen of Pentacles, it definitely reminds me that he's like, I would give my love to the person that would stay with me until the end. He's like sort of like wishing for someone that would stay by his side and wouldn't leave him. There's something about him like I would be able to drop the defensiveness or this very defensive posture. I would be able to do it if I had the right companion by my side. And this right companion, it has to be probably an earth sign. It could be an earth sign. It could be someone that shows him loyalty. He's like, if I have this kind of partner, I would be able to give all my love and not restrict myself and not, be distrustful. I think that definitely he's like, for me, it's not about value. It's more that, can I trust my partner? Can I trust this person? Will this person be able to stay with someone like me? Because I think that he definitely has the ability to love, but he has been disappointed so many times that he had formed a sort of barrier in front, that even though he wants the love, he wants the commitment, he's like, I'm afraid of initiating. What if the person thinks that I am too much? I'm doing too much. There's something about him also being really good at seducing people. So there could be also an element of this person being like, oh, you're always like this with everyone. Your job is to seduce people. So you always do this. You always bring your love, your seductiveness, to others. Like, how can I trust you? How can I trust that this is real? That what you're offering me is real? If you have so many boundaries. So I can sort of see that this could be someone calling him out. Someone probably much more mature and stable. And it's probably someone that doesn't give up on him. Someone that is like, yeah, well, you have your things, but I believe that inside you really love me. I think that he's like, I'm waiting for that person. I'm waiting for someone like this, someone that doesn't run away. Because I think that he could be, someone that is a bit contradictory how he behaves. Probably he 1 minute he's so loving and so he's acting like, I don't care, like, oh, I forgot to call you, like, yeah, I sorry, I ignored you. Him having this duality, mood swing, that you're like, wow, you said that you like me, like, what is going on with you? But probably it's like, also the Queen of Pentacles for me is, it represents him. It definitely represents him also, his values. He's actually much more stable than what people think. It's just that maybe his value also has to do with him wanting to be a provider, or him wanting to be much more stable in his own economy or in his own work. So he's like, until I don't have the financial like stability, I don't want to build something, because we need money. It's not just about love. We cannot survive with just love. We have to have money. We have to have coins. We have to work. So there's something about him being like, I want to be this stable person. This is what I believe. With just love and dreams, I cannot provide. I cannot give that person security. I have to be much more stable. I have to be much more stable. He wants to be this. He wants to be this. He's like, yeah, love is great. being romantic is great. I do great at love, but at the same time, I have a lot of things to heal as well. He has trust issues. He's not an easy guy. He's not an easy guy. He's a loving guy, but he's not easy, and he knows it. So this is why, please be patient. Be patient with me. Be patient. Please don't abandon me. Like, I'm tired of people BS. Okay, the last one, Onu. Let's read for Onu, and then I'm going to go. Okay. Values in relationships for Shiny Onu. We have the Handman. The Handman has been present. 9 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, for Onu, I think that it's his values is that, you know, he's learning to let go of expectations. I think that there's something about Onu here with the Handman and with the 9 of Wands that he's like, you know, my value at this point in my life is that in this relationship we are two. So if I am in a pause, or if I am in a mental state where I cannot give so much for the connection, like I need a partner that can it's not about provide, but can protect the connection. Like it doesn't always have that protects and keeps the relationship. Him giving up control, you know, him being like, you know, I always the one that took care of others. I always been the one that makes sure that everyone is happy, you know, and I think that in these years he had learned to let go of control and relax and be like, okay, if I don't reach out, you don't reach out. Like, am I alone in this connection? Like, why do I always have to be the one sustaining everything in this connection? And like fixing everything and enduring everything, you know, and doing all the work and putting all the work. So there's something about him just dropping the ones and being like, you know, you are here with me too. I want a partner that can also help me in moments of need, because I'm not a superhuman. I have needs as well. I need a time off sometimes. I need to get off the authority, and I need help. I need a partner that can help me. You know, that can help me in moments where I just cannot be the guy that resolves everything in the connection. You know, I think that maybe in the past he used to be like the super, you know, when you really like someone, you know, that when you really want to be in someone's life, that you are like, oh yeah, I will cook for you, or I will help you with this. Like, do you need help? I will be there. Like, do you want this? I will do this for you, you know. And these years he had learned, like, no, you're just exhausting yourself. You're just demanding a lot of yourself, and you're becoming more and more resentful, because from the other part they are getting used to getting your help and getting everything from you, but they are not doing a retribution to what you're giving. So you're being left alone, carrying all the responsibilities, and also no one is thanking you. Like, it's like, oh yeah, because, you know, he loves me, so he will do everything I say, and, you know, he will be there for me. And no, relationships is like, you know, it's a 50-50 thing. So he is finally learning that, you know, yeah, I deserve
to be, you know, treated well sometimes. And if I'm feeling down, please take care of me, because I am a human. I have needs as well. And also the eight of Pentacles is hard work, is working, is putting the effort. Like, let's work, the both of us, for this connection. Let's work together. I will do my part, I work, but please, you also work. Not only, like, let's split the bill. You know, let's split. If it's just up to one person, this is not going to work. So he's finally learning that, yeah, sometimes you have to, you know, delegate, or sometimes you just have to be able to be like, hello, I have been doing everything here, no one has been helping me, and you're my partner. You're supposed to be, you know, my companion in this. I'm not alone in this. He's so traumatized by his stalker. So traumatized. And he's such a loving man. That's what just infuriates you, because he's such a loving man. He's so loving. He's so sweet. So sweet. But you know, having to deal with these people definitely has messed with his you know, capacity of just showing how loving he is, you know. People are very creepy out there, you know. So poor Jeongyeon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired. I said I will be just a few minutes. I said again that this live will be very short, um, because I wasn't feeling that well. And it's been 3 hours already, guys. So yeah. Working, always working. So yeah, I will do a poll for next time, that we should continue doing this or just exploring other options that I have here written down. And if you guys have another themes, we can add them. And it's very interesting, this dynamic. I love it. I love it. We didn't get to do them all, but they were very interesting. Thank you so much to the people that have recommended this. Thank you so much, guys, for your picks, your the idols that you had selected. So yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you. I know that in some parts of the week is late, but thank you guys for being here. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Okay? Take care. Bye.